Hey everyone, welcome back to another unboxing and overview video. Today we're going to be looking at the MSI FM2-A75MA-E35 motherboard. Right, so first of all let's have a look at the box, and after that we're going to have a quick look at the motherboard, have a look around it and see what it has to offer. Now first of all, the box, as I said, so on the front of the box you can see a few features, like you can see that it has click BIOS, which is today kind of becoming a standard, or already is really standard. You can also see that it has HDMI, so apparently it's currently have an HDMI port compatible with Windows 8 and Windows 7, and as it's an AMD motherboard FM2 socket, and it supports the A10, A8, A6 and A4 FM2 socket models, and yeah, there's some other information here. On this side, basically the same as you have on the front. Some more specifications, but actually exactly the same as on the front, and on this side as well, and on this side as well. In the rear perhaps we see a little bit more, which is normal. We see a few more, a little bit more information. Maybe we can have a quick look around. Yeah, some information about BIOS, and also about the fact that you can easily overclock your system using this BIOS, and using OC Genie 2, which is also in this motherboard. Sorry. And then you have specifications here, basically the processor, the socket information memory, all the other sockets and connections that you have. I'll cover those in a second, but first of all, let's open the box up and see what's inside. Alright, so here we have the I/O shield, of course. It's a normal I/O shield, nothing fancy going on, just a metal one. We got two SATA 3 cables. These are, I guess these are SATA 3, but I'm pretty sure these are SATA 3. That would be otherwise a little bit old. Drivers, CD, but probably you can get better drivers online, or more up-to-date drivers. Quick installation guide, and I can't keep letting everything fall today. Alright, so quick installation guide. I'm gonna have a quick look at this, and I'm guessing it just has how to install everything on your motherboard. Basically what you already know if you buy a motherboard, but always interesting to have around. And of course the motherboard itself, right under this cardboard piece, and this anti-static bag. Let's take it out. Alright, so this is a Micro-ATX motherboard. AMD, you have two sockets, which for memory, which you mostly have on this size motherboard. 24-pin, 4-pin, PCI Express 16. What is it? PCI Express 3.0 probably. I'll have a quick look at that in a second as well. Still gotta check most of the specifications. I don't know them by heart at the moment. Now if you have a look at this side, we can see that this has a lot of connections. And what I really love about this motherboard is this: you don't have many, or cheap at least, you don't have many cheaper Micro-ATX motherboards with 7.1 surround sound support. This one has, so I really like that. Most of them just have front audio, microphone, and I think it's rear that they otherwise offer, and then the other three aren't included. So this does offer that, and I really like that. It's also the reason why I did buy a second motherboard of this, because this is the one that MSI sent us, but I did buy a second one myself to use in a case mod project, which I might show in a second as well. Yeah, let's have a closer look at the motherboard. And yeah, also this motherboard costs about 60 euros, so that's about the price. It's rather like 55, 60. If you can find it for something like that, you get a good price. Alright, now before we start, I think I forgot to add something in the box. I did actually open it earlier, before I started filming, but I didn't put back in was this manual. So yeah, that's also included, of course. Now, this is the motherboard, and so first of all, let's have a quick look at all the connections that you have. So first of all, you have, I'm going to go over the things I like most. You have actually got 6 SATA 3 connections here. That's very nice. Then you have USB 3 connection, you have audio connection, USB 2, USB 2 twice there. Then you have your front panel connections right here, and then of course there's also the CPU fan power connection and another fan connection right here. So that's two of those. And then you have the 24 pin for power connection right here. Oh, I forgot one more fan connector right here, so that's three of those. You got the 4-pin power connector for CPU power right here. Two memory module slots, the socket for the CPU, and I said I think I said PCI 3.0 right here. No, sorry, this is PCI 2.0. Little mistake there, but yeah, okay, that's the 2.0. You got this PCI slot and these two right here, and that's about the most interesting things that I can say regarding that. One more thing I noticed is that I think this here is a speaker. So this motherboard has a built-in speaker, which I personally like, but sometimes I dislike. Sometimes I just keep out the speaker in a system if I know it works decently. Doesn't need it, so sometimes I keep it out. I don't know. Some people don't care even if it's in or not. So yeah, there's a built-in speaker for the boot signal or other signals which it should give when there's an error. We'll have a look at the rear connectors now. Alright, so as I said, we've got 6 USB 2 ports on the rear here. We've got 2 USB 3 ports, the audio jacks, as well as this microphone connector, of course. We've got VGA and DVI and HDMI for the onboard graphics. And then we've got this PS2 port, which can be used for your mouse or your keyboard. And that's about it for this side. Alright, and this motherboard, of course, has some other features as well. I'm gonna talk about memory right now. So we've got support for 2 DDR3 memory sticks or modules, and that supports memory speeds of 1066 MHz, 1333 MHz, 1600 MHz, 1866 and 2133 MHz. The processor socket is an AMD FM2 socket which supports A8, A10, A4 and A6, and also the Athlon X4 processors. This motherboard has an A75 chipset, and I can't forget to mention that the max amount of memory that you can install is 32 GB. Now this motherboard has actually a very nice BIOS interface, which I'll actually show, or hopefully show, I'm pretty sure I'll show it, in one of my case mod, and this is the case mod, update videos. So basically it's a BIOS interface in which you can use your mouse to go around everything, you know, select everything, change settings and all that stuff, whatever you do in your BIOS. Then also this motherboard has some very nice 8-channel or 7.1 audio, so that's actually also one of the reasons why I quite like it and why I did buy second one of this. And apparently with OC Genie 2, I think you install it separately. I haven't really used an MSI motherboard for quite a while, so I suppose you have to install it on your PC, and then install that and use it to overclock your system. And you can do it in 1 second, they say, so supposed to be very fast, of course, or probably we'll have a look at that as well in the case mod video. I'll post an annotation here if that has happened. If it for some reason has not happened, that I did not test that, I'll post some video here or another link to some other place where you can find some more information about that, a place where you can trust the information. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it here with this overview video. If you didn't get all the information you wanted, basically this was an overview video, not an actual video review like I would really do with the motherboard. Otherwise I would throw in images of the BIOS and of some benchmarking, and perhaps go into depth more about everything, every specification of it. But I said this is an overview video, unboxing as well, so you get a quick look around the motherboard. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it though. And I will see you guys soon in a video blog update from the case mod, which I'll be using this motherboard in together with an A6 5400K AMD processor. See you guys then, and thanks for MSI for sending this motherboard to us.